harp's pitch can vary day by day, even hour by hour, depending on the temperature and humidity in the harp's environment. As a new harpist or as the parent of a young student, you may find tuning the harp a confusing and daunting process. My goal here is to give you the knowledge and techniques you need to keep your harp in good tune. After all, no matter how much you practice, you won't sound any good if your harp's out of tune. Now you need a few items to tune your harp. First is a tuning key. The tuning key, which goes onto the tuning pins, I'll show you how shortly, helps you turn them, which controls the tension, therefore the pitch of the string. It's important to use a tuning key that's appropriate for your brand of harp. This key was sold by Lyon & Healy and fits both Lyon & Healy and Salvi harps. This is another example of a tuning key which fits Thormelin harps, and we'll be tuning one of those in a little bit. The second tool you'll need is an electronic tuner. Here's just a couple of different examples. I'll just use this one for now. The chromatic tuner has a built-in microphone that picks up the sound of the string as you play it, identifies its pitch, tells you what it is on a little readout, and tells you whether it's flat or too low, sharp, which is too high, or in tune. You just watch the needle. You try to line the needle up at the middle, as you'll see shortly. You can buy any chromatic tuner, and you can find these in just about any music store. If possible, have the salesperson demonstrate a few of them and see how well they work. Good ones have a very steady needle readout, or a digital readout in some cases. A third tool is optional. This is called a contact mic or contact pickup, and it can help you in loud environments when you're trying to tune a harp, and it can also make a mediocre tuner work a little better. This end is plugged into the tuner. This end is clipped on the harp somewhere, and I'll demonstrate that shortly, and it picks up the sound and feeds it directly into the tuner, bypassing the built-in microphone. Now, in order to achieve the most accurate and stable tuning, you need to tune your harp in the open position. What that means is, on a lever harp, all the levers should be disengaged. So these ones that are up, I'm just moving them all down. On a pedal harp, that means all of the pedals need to be in their highest position, which is the flat position. The reason for this is that you want to have as little friction as possible along the length of the string as you're tuning. If you tune the string in the open position, the change in tension caused by turning your tuning key will distribute evenly along the length of the string, and the string will stay where you put it. But if you engage the discs on this pedal harp and tune, say, in the C natural position, so I've got all these discs engaged, some of the string tension is going to be locked within this disc because I've added 2 extra friction points. I'm dragging the string along these discs, and there's excess tension. That tension will slowly dissipate, and the string will go out of tune. Okay, before we get started tuning up this harp, let me just show you how to hook up the contact mic if you decide to use that. This end plugs into one of the jacks on your tuner. You'll probably have one labeled input and one labeled output. You want to plug this into the input jack. That's that end. The other end is attached to your harp somewhere out of your way, and I like to use the back side of one of the tuning pins. Just clip it on like that. Let's turn this harp around. Now, lever harps can be tuned in a variety of different keys. One of the common ones that's used for beginning harp students is the key of C major. It's the simplest key to tune because there are no sharps or flats in the key signature. I'm going to go ahead and tune this harp to C major now, and we're going to focus right in on the electronic tuner so you can see how it looks when you're tuning. I generally recommend starting somewhere in the middle of the harp and working your way up and down. If you start at the bottom, the tuner will not read quite as well at the top and bottom of the harp in many cases, so it's sort of a challenging place to start. That's why I'm going to start here on middle C, and I'm going to tune up an octave. Which direction you go doesn't matter, but that's what I'll do for this demonstration. So I'm starting on middle C. I'm going to play my note, and you'll see that the red light right below the letter C lights up to tell me I'm playing a C, and that the needle is pretty close to the zero, straight up and down, which means I'm pretty close to in tune. Bring it up a little bit. That's good. You also see the arrows on either side right here lighting up simultaneously to let me know that I'm in tune as well. Moving up, I'm tuning D. You see the D light up, the red light below the letter D, and the needle a little bit to the right of zero, showing me that I'm a little bit too high. So I bring that string down to zero. That's pretty good. There we are. Up to E. Same thing. The red light under the E lights up. Needle says I'm a little low. I'm a little to the left of center. Bring it up. That's pretty good. F. That's pretty good. G. Pretty close already. Bring it up a little. A. A is a little high. Bring it down. That's pretty good. B. A little high. Come on, B. There we go. There we are, and C. There we go. So you can continue all the way up, go back to middle C, and continue all the way down. But for today, I'm just going to tune that one octave to show you how it works.